late on getting this back to you. It has been a super crazy COVID season. We've been living our best life, traveling as much as we can still. We're on our way back from Missouri. We're almost home. Then we're going to go work out and do all the fun things that we always tell you guys to do, that we've been the pot calling the kettle black.
And now
but
we're
actually working out. We're trying to get prepped, the weather to cool off, start training again this fall and get back at it. We've been focusing so much on the Gascon Horsemanship side of the business, building that up, because honestly, full disclosure, you're not going to make a whole lot of money trick riding unless you find some niche market that we haven't found yet. It is a, are you drinking my water bottle? You weirdo.
Oh, did you have your gum off in there?
Yeah, take it off.
Okay.
Are you a gum dog? I don't even remember what I was saying. Next question.
Oh, yeah, okay. First question for this video. Can every type of horse become a trick riding horse if size doesn't matter? So size kind of does matter, so I'm a little confused with that question.
So on trick riding horses, it really comes down to your body type as well. So a horse that I can get by with for some tricks versus what Shelby can use, it's going to come down to your height, your weight, your muscular stature, what tricks you're wanting to do, strap tricks versus groundwork. And so that's going to play a role into not only your horse's personality, your horse's size, your horse's withers, how wide they are. So for me to have a horse that can do the Stroud, I need something that's at least 16 hands, super good withers, built like a freight train. So that's the big reason that I haven't performed that trick. I do not have a horse that fits that yet. Shelby and I are getting ready to bring in 2 yearlings to our program that are going to be built, hopefully strong enough to handle that. And we just got another horse in.
For all you trick riders out there, we're getting them from Summers Ranch. And we are super excited to have her and her daughters out is it end of September?
I think it's September, October.
Yes.
I need to look at my schedule.
Oh yeah, that might be during that week you were wanting to go.
I need to look at my schedule.
Anyways, we're super excited to have them come to the ranch for a week. So help remind us, force us to vlog while they're here. They're hilarious.
So
they're cute. They're the best little girls ever. She's the best mom ever. We definitely need to learn from her in the future.
For sure. Like, I'm just going to send my kids to training.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take your horses if you train my children. Can you make, because her girls literally do everything. They go, she's 4 years old.
She can go.
Emmy's 4 years old. She goes and tacks her horses up.
Loads them in the
trailer. She warms them up herself. She trick rides. She does half the tricks that we do already at 4 years. Like, she is a beast.
She rocks a shoulder stand.
She helps her sister get up on the shed, the top of the shed out in their yard the other day. I need that in my life. Yes, you're very cute. So, moral of the story.
I don't think we're ready.
Size does matter. Determine what tricks you want to do, what your body type is like, what you're going to need, how tall you are, what size horse that's going to take. Breed-wise, you're going to want something that's fast. You're going to want something that's athletic and stocky. Usually that's going to be a quarter horse or a paint. You can go into other breeds, but you're going to kind of take off the speed factor, the conformation factor that you need. I trick ride on some Pasafinos that are very fast and built amazing. They're shorter, so you got to be careful what you do with them, but are you letting me watch the...
I'm making it look like it's a great video.
So other breeds can do this. The gaited horses, you have to make sure that they can actually run. There's a lot of breeds, walkers, things like that are not very coordinated when you start asking for those higher speeds, so keep that in mind. You want something that is sure-footed, that's not going to trip, not going to fall with you. We would be happy to answer any questions that you guys have, and that goes anything with the frequently asked questions that we do. If you come up with something later on, shoot us a message, reach out to us. We're the only people that run our social media and our Facebook page, so you'll get a hold of one of us either way.
Yeah. All right.
She got a handy dandy clipboard.
Got my iPad pencil that I stole from my husband. All right. So, what is your favorite trick riding move? So back in me and Count's prime, mine used to be the Stroud, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to do it for quite a while. Bart, my horse that I am we're trying to actively train. 1-2 sessions. We're trying to work on training him for trick riding. He has
oh no!
Party foul Bernie. He has
stay in the left 2 lanes.
You're gonna get kicked out of the video, Bert.
He has a deformed back. Bart has a deformed back. So the saddle, it does fit him okay for trick riding. He hasn't obsessed with water. Anyways, Bart's back is deformed, and it works well for, I think it's gonna work well for vaulting and hippodrome, and but fenders and drags I think are pretty much out of the question, so I better get my skills back up on vaulting.
So what's your favorite trick now?
I don't know now. I mean, full fender, I always liked full fender, but I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do that on him.
So I love vaulting. I love cartwheel vaults, splits in the neck, full shoulder stand and under the neck. I'm working on some new tricks this fall that hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys. We're coming back from 2 bulging discs in my neck and a broken finger that I thought was a good idea. Note to self, when you're 27, you don't need to be a gymnast. You probably shouldn't be throwing back handsprings. Sounds like a good idea. It is not a good idea.
Use the right lane to take a slight right turn to merge onto I-59 South toward New Orleans.
You can't. Okay, yeah, Logo, look at them. Bark at them. All right, so what bit do you use when you just ride in a regular Western saddle?
If I'm trail riding, I'm just going to use one of our Horsemanship halters. If I'm doing more advanced things, working on lead changes, working on picking up the shoulder, circle drills, things like that, departures, I'm going to use a twisted snaffle with shanks. And then when I'm trick riding, I use a miler bit that's got like a soft roller and a little bit of a short shank on it. So that way when I'm in the hippodrome, I have enough control to be able to steer them from up above their neck.
You stole our next question. But
Oops.
I'm pretty much the same way. Although right now I'm trick riding Bart in a snaffle bit just because he hasn't worked his way up in normal riding.
For 31 miles, continue
A
straight.
shank bit. But yeah, whenever I ride our horses, and right now, like trying to keep them in shape, I'm just using our MG Gascon Horsemanship halter. I can actually link below in case anybody's interested. We have all kinds of different colors.
Make it down there.
We saw it coming.
But none of us have fast enough reflexes. So
Bonnie,
the
why
roads
didn't
in
you catch
Mississippi
it?
are very bumpy. We can always strap it on there like we used to do to iPad.
Okay, Bernie, get your butt back. All right, so
Oh, why do I have my 4-ways on? Quit pressing buttons!
puppies, puppy life, huh?
Next question.
All right, so hold on, you use that question.
Oops.
Okay, how hard was your first rodeo?
I used count. Mine was easy.
Yeah, mine was count. Mine was easy, but it was still throwing up. So my first, it wasn't rodeo. My first performance was at the World Equestrian Games.
No pressure. No pressure.
And just like I do today, I had to go off and hide and throw up and felt sick the whole time until I was done. But so it was hard.
Yeah, no pressure at all. Just the World Equestrian Games when it comes to
Stay
the
in the
U.S.
left 2 lanes.
Well,
I'm gonna turn this off. I know where I'm going.
You know where you're going. All right, so next one is, do you use saddle pads? And if so, what are they? So we do use saddle pads.
Absolutely. Always use a saddle pad. The only time that you shouldn't have a saddle pad is if you want to ride with the bareback pad to ride bareback. Other than that, always have a saddle pad under your saddle.
Yeah, we use CSI saddle pads because they have a flex plate in them. Even on my horse Bart that has a deformed back, so literally, I'll have to show you guys in a vlog sometime, but if you're looking at his back, both sides are a little bulged out, but the right side, like, my hand does not even fit over the size of how big of his, I don't know, just a weird scar tissue mass he has on the side of his back. And like I said, so far he hasn't given us any issues. He hasn't flicked an ear. He hasn't looked upset one single time with trick riding. Kelsey's got a button withered horse that we do all the stuff on, and it seems to fit him really well. We use them on all kinds of different horses at the ranch.
Well, we've never had horses get sore from saddles ever, and we do about the most extreme sport you can do on a horse, and we've never had horses get sore from stuff. So
yes. All right, so next question is, how do I start trick riding? How do I get into trick riding?
I don't know, Shelby, how do you get into trick riding? You've had to give this speech to me 8 years ago.
You first work on your horsemanship, work on your athleticism. Why, Bernie? Save a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna cost you a bunch of money. If you can't the smartest thing you can do as someone that wants to become a trick rider is work really hard on getting your horsemanship skills and your physical, hold on, sorry, puppy problems, and your physical capabilities up. And while you're doing that, just save as much money as you can. Go find a trainer. Go spend a weekend with them. Make sure that's what you really want to do.
Make sure they're actually a trick riding trainer.
Yeah,
like that's what they do for
professional trick rider. And then if that's the case and that's what you for sure want to do, then keep saving up lots of money and buy a saddle, and an actual trick riding saddle.
Not a Hillison.
Not a Hillison, not a roping saddle. That
not
you
a Western saddle.
Yeah, not a
Don't
roping
put a
saddle.
Latigo Hippodrome on a Western saddle.
Yeah,
don't use a Latigo for anything. It's a strap.
It's a train wreck, guys. Just don't do that. It's
not worth it.
Really hard and do it right. That's the best thing you can do to get your start in trick riding.
And make sure you like it before you go buy any of this stuff. Go to a couple clinics. Make sure that it's something you actually want to do. It's a very expensive sport to get into and have you not like it.
For sure, for sure. I think I keep doing that every time, for sure. What made you want to trick ride?
Who wouldn't want to trick ride? Fast horses, pretty girls wearing spandex and sparkles, and having the time of your life and enjoying having that relationship with your horse. So our horses are our whole world, and being able to go into an arena and know that they're going to take care of you every single time, that you've trained hard for that moment to showcase your talent, showcase what your horse is capable of, and show that relationship. There's no other feeling like it. It's definitely an adrenaline rush, especially when there's 4 foot of mud in the arena.
Oh my gosh, so that's gonna be it for this round of questions. Come back
30.
Yeah,
for part 3
of our one time of asking for questions on Instagram. Speaking of mud and adrenaline rush, do we want to touch a little bit more on a rodeo from CrossFit? So we had 4 nights of rodeo. This was our only rodeo this year, other than Never Give Up tours, right?
Yeah.
Because everything, of course, due to the corona, everything has been canceled. This one was supposed to be the last weekend of May. It ended up being pushed to June so that they could get their regulations. They asked people to social distance. They had hand sanitizer set up everywhere. We didn't go. We were kind of sad about it. We didn't get to go walk through the crowd like we normally do and say hi to everybody.
It's a weird rodeo for us.
Yeah, we encouraged people, if they did want, we could talk to them or whatever, and then also if they didn't want to come into close contact or anything, they could contact us on social media, and we were more than happy to send autographed photos, which to everybody out there, if you want an autographed photo, just let us know.
Reach out on our website, which is not currently updated.
But you can still contact us.
Contact us for your information, and we will send you an autographed picture. I'm sure we'll get an influx of those after this video goes out, because we haven't been on here in forever. You guys are going to get notified back to back of all these new videos.
I'm going to try to space them out at least like a week or so.
Yeah.
You guys got to keep it on the edge of your seats.
We got plenty of content.
Yeah.
We will see you guys on part 3.
Adios.
Bye.